Now, first of all, I highly recommend watch Tokyo Overdrive. The less you know, the better. Because this review will spoiler or at least show you all the ideas they have. Even that I'm tempted not to talk that much. I'm trying to make it straight to the point. But you just need a sort of idea what this is. Basically, sort of Ghost in the Shell with a personality. And also, you do not follow the cops. Because Ghost in the Shell, you follow the government, people who work in the sort of official district who are professionals understanding how to hack, not hack, or doing sort of terrorism. And that's usually Ghost in the Shell sort of thing without no personality. Asking that sort of question if this person doing the right thing or this is illegal, not illegal. By doing that sort of introspective question, this is even right. And take that idea and give it basically Tokyo Overdrive. Because Tokyo Overdrive ain't the same thing, but a twist. They give it a personality. What I mean is, they give all the characters a true personality that you can latch on, and you also understand why you follow this group and how this group sort of connected together, found each other, and create this sort of kind of crew who basically breaking the law on purpose because of this world. Everything is sort of kind of broken, or the society is broken. They can't really follow the rules because some of the rules doesn't make sense because all the business people made mainstream sort of information so perfection, so perfect that you have to follow it. Even that, let's say you're going, let's say outside to get some milk, the machine or your phone tells you turn left, and you realize, wait, why you turn left? The milk, the where place I go, the milk is over there. But you turn around, they trying to give you something else that you like besides milk, like a magazine or favorite actor. So you kind of change your plans because the government or the business people have more better control of you and understand your likes, so they get more information out of you and resell you the things you like or maybe like. And that's the scary part about this sort of animated series, because Tokyo Overdrive does this so well. Everything this show, the ideas they give you, it does give you true ideas of real life, like how people who basically cross the border here while paperwork, but let's say they kind of have to, not because they have no money, it's because they have no paper to go with, because the paperwork you have is your identity. If you have no identity, you cannot buy medicine, you cannot buy cars, you cannot go to school, you cannot even buy food. That's why the identity is very important. This is the reason why you follow one of the leads join this gang, because she have no choice. And that's the thing this series does so well. They kind of ask you the question, are you breaking a law is because you need to, or it's the right thing to do? And they set you every single episode a certain scenario, you just wondering, yeah, I probably will break the law because of this, or I understand why they're breaking law now works. And that's the interesting part of Tokyo Overground. But that's it, I would say for now, because I'm gonna later on we'll break up everything else in ways that may lead. Just leave here just to log off and go watch the series if you now completely interested. Before we actually get started, my name is Recho. I like to talk about animation, not just animation, to reviews, first impressions, cartoon theories, and sometimes, if I have some spare time, cartoon breaking news. Of course, if you like how it's going, you'd like to help my channel, put in a like, comment, and subscribe. That's the only thing you need to do. If not, that's cool. If you do, thanks to you, I'm getting close to my main goal of 2,000 subscribers. And yes, I'm getting close every single day because the people put like, comment, and share. Thank you. Now let's get started of the review of Tokyo Overground. Now you kind of follow this character called Kite, who basically she is tagless. She is a hacker who goes to high school, but she's sort of a dealer that she's trying to just get basically points, and points are basically their version of basically money. But she kind of steals, hacks, or do sort of kind of questionable kind of deals to get points to actually pay food, pay rent, go to school. But the only problem is she can easily get caught because she tagless. She doesn't have real information about her, and this is why she's sort of very distant till she actually accidentally get caught because her basically person who wants her to buy her kind of drugs, and she knows if she gets some drugs she could get screwed over even because she's tagless, but she's sort of forced to because she kind of likes this person and she's sort of confused. She doesn't know what to do, but it gets crazier every single moment because her life completely shatters because she got caught. But she sort of accidentally find this other person who she kind of stole money from. This crew lead by sort of this generic kind of oh my called Hugo. And Hugo, I had said at the very beginning, Hugo is basically All Might, but more realistic, more believable. He's more like if All Might and Vin Diesel from his version of Fast and Furious had a baby. Is Hugo. Hugo is that guy. He's chill, calm, collective, but also kind of not thinking forward sort of things, getting into trouble, but you get it, he needs to do that to accomplish whatever assignment he gets to get some money. But you get Hugo. Hugo gets people. He understands the law is sort of screwed up because they cannot really accomplish anything if you don't have papers. This is the reason why Kite getting attached to Hugo, almost like a big brother to little sister type of relationship. Little by little, she opens up because she has no one, and Hugo knows that. Hugo wants to open an arm for her to feel with a family. And this is the thing makes the series so interesting. Besides the crew relationship and the two main leads bonding together, it's also all the interesting ideas they give you. Like there's one episode they attempted to basically get a heart for a specific patient that they don't need anymore because the person who owns it is rich, and throw it in the trash because it's not that important because they have a better new one. But the reason why he did it is because he doesn't need it. When I want an old model and I have a new model, even that this old model is still very usable. But this is the reason why Hugo is his group takes the heart and gives it to someone else who actually really needs it. But the only problem is he has a time limit to give that heart to the next person who actually truly needs it. And this is the thing, every single episode they drop you, it is grab your attention. What else this world could give you? What regulation, what rules, what type of corruption this group they have to face to figure out how to get out or bend or break the rules. And that's what is so interesting, especially all the effects of this law affects to Bessie Hugo and Kite and all the crew, especially Kite, because this is sort of the reason why Kite became a hacker. Not because she wants to be, because she has to. She even have trauma, even saying, I am a tagless, because she get harassed. And that's just sort of interesting. You could tell why this sort of new laws, new regulation messes up with people and the society they live in. It just sort of truly interesting and bizarre, but you get really into it. On top of all this, there is a bigger overarching sort of mystery in the group. What I mean is kind of getting taken down by a cop, specifically a detective who wants to know what happened to the kid they moved point A to point B because this kid died. And Hugo was sort of confused, and the crew, how this kid died. He was doing fine with us. We quite literally dropped the kid and move on. Even that, what they're doing was very noble to get the kids some new paperwork so they can stop being tagless. And they don't know why. And this is what Hugo gets paranoid, get it more his detective mode, trying not to alert the crew and figure out what's actually going on. But on top of this, the new regulations still grab you even more, like the detective, or aka the lizard. Because the lizard, he is basically a dinosaur. His detective skills being sort of outdated. They're getting bullied out of the business of being a cop or detective because that is now completely outdated. This no new program, this new organization wants to basically regulate the law, make it more mainstream, so they can take more data from people and control them however they need to actually make more profit. And that's the thing. You get the detective, you get his frustration, you get he needs to basically do the law because he is basically he last couple years left till he officially retires. But he doesn't want to retire, he was sort of forced to retire, and this is sort of his end point. This is the last few cases he must break before he retires. And that is one of the few elements they bring here. Not just that, they have other else elements, new technology, new different ways to approach this, like racing. They have a racing sort of episode describing, oh, it's not the motor, it's the hard drive. The better a hard drive, the faster you drive. But it's the only place you actually can do something will be regulated because everything is so safe and regulated, you can't really do anything except for racing. And you can see why people are just so obsessed with it because it's sort of safe and also very dangerous, and you get how people want to be free and they feel free by driving, and that's just a mind blower. Every single bit they show of this world, it just wants more explanation. What's going on? How this works? How the crew go into that? It's because it's all interesting. Every single direction you get what the people does or don't do, why they have to break it, why they have to trust someone, how they don't know who you should trust, even as the new rules feels unfair. And that's just so fascinating. On top of all this, the animation, how the best way to describe it is sort of Miles Morales, but more chill. Because the original Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse is sort of hardcore, up your face, really artsy. It does that by lowering down just when they really need it. For example, only action scenes or sort of drama moments, but the rest is just very chill, very basic. When they need it, they push it. And I think that's the best way to describe the art style, because the art style really helps the angle of the whole show. The sort of, this is futuristic, high tech, over the top, but everything feels right because the animation, even how they explain all the tech, it's just sort of mind blowing, also very creepy because how close it really is to real life, but yet still far away, maybe 2 decades away, maybe 3. But this is the interesting part that it grabs you. Of course, one thing I'm sort of disappointed that Netflix don't actually promote this enough. I only saw this maybe 2 times being promoted, but be fair, this how Netflix sort of does it sometimes. But I have to admit, do not overlook this. Watch this. This is one of my highly recommended cartoons of the year. It is good. Don't be like this. This is basically a sleeper hit downwards. I highly recommend it. In fact, have you seen it? Did you enjoy it? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got nothing really else to say. Just thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.